Hey everyone, this is Michelle Hale, and you'll see I'm on social media at East Bay Stamp Chick, and I have a blog at eastbaystampchick.com. And I recently posted some envelope journals and got a lot of questions about how to make them. So I wanted to walk you through and show you all the journals that I've made and what they look like, and then show you really quick and easy how great they are to make. They're a lot of fun and they're super easy. All of the stamps that I've used today are from Sweet and Sassy Stamps, and I will have a link in the description of the video for you to get there, and also a link to my blog if you want to subscribe and see all the things that I'm making. So all these envelope journals are made with kits from like Michael's or Joann's, and they all are those envelope and card kits. So like this one has a little belly band to keep it together, and then all the little pages. Okay, so this one doesn't have any pockets, just real simple, real straightforward. This one was one of my favorites because I thought this would make a cute little recipe book. And so it has like little pockets where you can put your cards. I can put an additional piece of cardstock right here that you can write on. Okay, and we've got another little pocket. This one has all the little tabs, so it flips. So it flips out. Got a little cat hair there from my cat. So this one's really cute with all just the little baking stuff, that's on here. And I haven't put any of the stamps really on the inside yet, or added in those pages, that you can write on. So all I'll do is I'll show you in another book, but you just can cut a square of your cardstock and put it on there, and then it's easy to write. So this one is one of the ones that I've already added the cardstock to, so you can do some writing. And these are great because you can journal your thoughts, you can journal your prayers, you can write scriptures, favorite quotes, recipes, anything that you just want to keep as a keepsake. And of course you can do photographs. Now all of these, there's little pockets where you see these little divots. I don't have a circle punch, I realized, and so I'm using something else to create the little notch there. But some don't have it and some do. So right here is another pocket. So you can add anything you want in there. Okay. And then this one, super cute. I love pink. Pink's one of my favorites. So I did each one just a tiny bit different so you can kind of see what is available as far as, how much style and differences you can have with these. So, and then also, okay, so I did the pocket on the outside. Okay. And then there's one with the pocket on the inside. Another pocket on the inside. So I have two, I believe. Do I have two? Oh no, I only have one pocket, one of these tabs, right? No, I have another one right back here. There we go. Okay, so cute. So again, Sweet and Sassy Stamps for all the stamps, and then the dies are just things from my stash that I already had. Now this one, I have not done the front except for to make the belly band, but I haven't put any of the stamps on. And look how cute this is. It's so tiny. Okay, but lots of little flip outs. So this would be great. You could actually do quotes or scripture on your computer and cut them into perfect squares to fit. So I could not write them myself. Or you could add photos. And so I made these little cards to go in there. So each one of these pulls out a card. Let's see here. So they're all there on different paper. The back of them is just the plain. So cute. I love how small this one is. All right, so that's kind of the ones I've been making. And let me show you what these look like without paper. Let me move these out of the way. And I'll show you. Okay, so let me show you what I use actually. So you can get these sets from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, wherever. And they come with the envelope pack. And then they come with the card base. And so this is what I use. This is the basics for the journal. And you can use any size, any color, and it doesn't matter where you got them. They all work the same. This one is the one I used for the mini, and I didn't come with little note cards, so I had to cut my own note cards, but it came with these cute little envelopes. So that's what I used for that. All right, so what does one of these look like before you ever even put paper on? This is what one will look like. So you can see that I have glued together all the pieces, and they're all just blank. And there are pockets already there, okay, that I've made. This one doesn't have a pocket. And the pocket's right there. Pocket right there. And so that's what they look like with nothing. Now you can, I just did that one very straightforward. I didn't cut anything. This one, I actually cut down the cards so I could have some different sizes. So we've got, see, it's just a one little fold there, but on this side we've got 2 little folds plus one in the center. And then over here just a regular. So you can kind of, do whatever you want. And there's a lot of variations with these. So let me show you how to put these together and some of the what it looks like. It's super easy. So let me grab my pieces. What you're going to want to start with is 6 envelopes and 6 of the cards. Okay, and you want to make sure with the envelopes that you have creased them really good. They're very flexible, going with this tab to move, okay? The other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to cut them. So I take about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch off on the side. Now, the journal that I made that I said would be great for recipes, let me bring that back out. You can see how this one has that little notch. Okay, so what I did is I cut the envelopes really short, so they're like 2.5 inches, and so that created the shorter pocket, so I could have like a little index card that slides in and out. Okay, but all the others, all I did was trim around 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch off the edge. So you should be able to completely put your hand through the envelope. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to build this. And you're going to choose one envelope to lay down. That's your starter. Okay, and you're going to grab 2 envelopes. Okay, and they've already been cut. And you're going to put glue just on the flap. And I like to work with glue because it gives me some wiggle room so I can match everything up. So you could definitely use any type of adhesive that you want, but I think glue is the easiest. You're going to take and put them on their front sides together. So there is this side with all the where the pieces meet on both sides. And the most important thing is for the crease and these edges to match up. So if your point is a little off, that's okay. No one's going to see the point. They're going to see the edge, and you're going to need the crease to work well. So you're going to take a bone folder or your fingers and really make this crease good, because you want it to flip and to move really nicely. Okay, so we've got 2 glued together, and this one is just a single envelope right here. Now we're going to take and we're going to glue these 2 together. So on this side, I'm going to add some glue. And I've used a variety of different types of glue, so whatever kind of glue you like, it works. I'm going to hold this open, and I love the fact that it's open on the end because it just seems to make it easier. And I'm going to slide this in. Make sure I match up the crease and I don't go too far. And then I'm going to use my bone folder. So now when I open this, these two pockets are facing each other. We've got two blanks, and then we've got another pocket. So I've already glued these two together. Okay, so just like I already did. And I've kind of creased them up a little bit. And so we're going to add these in. Just put some glue. I'm going to pop that open. And if you get a little glue, like somewhere that you don't want glue, don't worry about it, because just take it off, and then we'll be covering everything with printed paper or cardstock, whatever you want to use. So it's okay. It's not going to show. You don't have to worry about getting a glue spot. Now, if I didn't, I might not have cut this one envelope very well. So I could just go through and trim that. Let's see, we'll wait till the end. Once I put in my cards, I may not need to really trim that. You can tell it's a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, so the last piece, and if I didn't say it before, I used 6 envelopes and 6 cards. Your last piece is going to go with the glue on this side, okay, because it's going to fit in and it's going to have the two pockets together, and then it'll be your cover. All right, so you could glue more together, more envelopes, more cards, but I just feel like it gets really thick, and once you add additional paper, it just becomes a lot. And plus, that's a lot of pages to either have to decorate or whatever you want to do with them. Right on, but it can get a little thick. Okay, so you can see my pages don't line up super great, so I can trim those or leave them. Doesn't matter. The books are never quite perfect because we're adding in, because we're adding in these as well. So you can tell they don't exactly match up, but they're really close. So that's fine. Okay, so now to finish it, we're going to fold this over and add some glue. Okay, so we should be able to flip through this really easily. And there you go. That's the basics. So now we need to add in our 6 cards. So I have 6 of them, already folded them. And I like to kind of go through and add them in and see where do I want all my fold outs to be. How do I want it arranged, because it also will help me determine where I want pockets. Do I want pockets? You know, maybe I don't. So I'll kind of slip them in and see, and that'll also tell me if I need to trim those edges, you know, and make everything more even or not. Usually I do a better job at cutting the envelopes, but those did not turn out so good. But they'll be fine. So if I do this, it gives me right away like a 4-page spread, which I kind of like, and right at the front. So I'm just going to slide these in, and then we will glue them eventually here. So no rhyme, no reason. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, so that one I'll probably have to cut. Let's see. So that would be how they sit. I don't like this one. I don't want to have to cut that. So let's flip this around. Okay, so you can see they all kind of stick out, and so that'll be fine. I'm not going to need to trim anything. Okay, so what I'll start doing now is gluing them down. And just to, so you know, you can determine, where do you want your pocket? Do you want your pocket on the inside, or do you want your pocket on the outside? And that, you know, for any of these, you want the pocket here, or do you want the pocket in here? And where you put your glue determines that. So for this one, I really want a pocket right here. So I am going to put the glue on this side, and you have this big opening, so you want to remember that and not put glue along that edge. Oops. I'm just going to put some in the center there. Okay. Now if you do end up putting glue where this open spot is, that's okay, because I've done that about a million times. Then you can just wipe it off, and you're going to cover it with cardstock anyways, so no one's going to notice. You just have to make sure you don't let everything stick to it. Okay, so this page will not have a pocket, but this page will have a pocket. Okay, now this one I want the pocket to be on the inside, so I'm going to put the glue on the back side of the card. You can see, I think it's just easier if you use glue versus like a tape runner or something, because it can really catch as you're putting it together, and you're always going to be pulling it apart. I also will typically line up all my cards kind of at the bottom, because I like to put tabs up at the top. Okay, so there we go. There's the two. There's going to be a pocket here, no pocket there, pocket here. And I'm going to do the pocket on the back. So this one we'll put on put all the glue here. And because there's no opening, I can put it all the way around. And let's slide it in. And then I want to get it straight and kind of lined up at the bottom. It's already starting to stick a little. Come on. Okay. All right, so we're going to have a pocket right here. And I'll probably just, maybe I'll just stick all the pockets on these other sides. So we'll glue this one. So I just really have enjoyed making these, and I think there's so many uses for them, whether it's photos or journaling. So lots of, you know, fun ways to use this. You do want to be careful you don't get it too much into the seam, because you do want that to be able for them to tuck in and not get bent, to be able to move freely. Okay, and so there's your pocket. And like I showed you on one of the other ones, you can cut these, and so you can make smaller flaps, which can be really fun too. Okay, and last one. This one, I don't think I want a pocket out here. I think I want it in here. So we'll put it on the back. And like I said, if you don't want pockets, you can totally just glue over the whole thing and no one will ever know. The first book I showed you did not have any pockets. And it's just had flip pages. Okay, so this is all ready to add paper to. Okay, so you want to give it a few minutes, let the glue dry, and then you can add paper. Now I did put in a lot of the books some tabs, and this is what I'm using. And there's a lot of different ways to make tabs. You can just simply cut, squares yourself out of cardstock. This one's my favorite, just a traditional tab. You can see I did little circles on one. I did, all of these on one of them at some point. But these are really easy way to make your tabs. But like I said, there's punches for that. There's, you can just take your circle die and fold it in half and use that, or cut a rectangle. So lots of ways to do it. Okay, so this is one I already had that was glued. And let me just put a few pages on there just so you can see how quick and easy it is to put your pages. So this is going to be my cover. And depending on what size envelopes you chose, what packet you chose, you can decide, how you want to cut it. My cover is going to be really close to the edges, whereas inside I usually leave like a 1/4 inch border around each of the pieces. So you'll see here how that looks. And get that somewhat centered on there. Now on some of mine I put the ribbon underneath the paper, and some it's on top. So like you can see this one I put it on top, and then this one the ribbon is underneath the paper. So however you want to do that, or do a belly band like I did. Okay, so this I believe goes right here. I like using coordinating paper packs because everything matches and it gives you kind of a nice variety of paper to put on there. Okay. Now I should have not put glue right here because it's open. We want it just to do at the bottom because it's going to be a pocket. But we'll see how that goes. All right, so this one, now this is the thing, is your cards are a little bit smaller than your envelopes, so you do want to cut your paper accordingly. So you want to look at, what measurements do I need for the card insert, and what measurement do I need for my envelopes, because they are a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's do a couple more just so you can see. I think that fits there. Okay. This is a really pretty paper pack. This is old. I've had this one forever. And it feels like it just never runs out. So depending on what I want to use this journal for, if I am going to use it for scripture writing or prayers, or collecting favorite quotes, I love to collect quotes from people, then I will glue an additional piece of cardstock right over this. And so I'll leave maybe a 1/2 inch border so you can see the printed paper. And then I'll leave and then I'll put the cardstock in. So if I think it's just going to be for photos or to glue things in, like memorabilia, keepsakes, whatever, then I won't put that extra cardstock solid piece in there, because we can glue right on top of the printed paper. All right, so this is another pocket. So what you want to do with pockets, and I didn't do this before, is you only want to put your glue on the edges and not in the center, because we don't want to have glue right there. We want to keep that open so we can make an insert for the pocket if you want, or you can either make an insert or you can just tuck away whatever scraps of paper. Oh, and see, I just did that. That was wrong. Okay, just a minute. I was talking and I wasn't thinking. So let's just wipe this off. Okay. There we go. Now that's good. Okay, so that's better. So by wiping off that glue, it allows you to be open down there. So I didn't put glue right there. Okay, so that's how easy it is. And I'll put something heavy on top of this, let it all, stick down. But so simple, right? And so you just keep going until you're filled, and then you decide, do I need pieces of cardstock on here? Am I going to be writing in this book, or whoever I'm giving it to? If I'm going to be writing, then I will add in area for them to write on. And then do I want tabs to help me open up the pages? I think that's just a nice way, because sometimes it's hard to tell there is an extra page, and so it helps open it. And then the other thing is your pockets. Do you want a little notch so people can see there's a pocket? A circle punch is great for that, but I found out I don't own a circle punch. I was really like, wow. So I have a little notcher, which is this right here, and it's actually made for like when you do envelopes. If you make your own envelopes, you can slide in and put the notch. And so I will just notch, one of the pockets, which I don't have one right here to notch. These will get inserts. I'll do little inserts on these. But if I was going to notch this one, I would just slide this in and tap it, and then I would get a notch right there. Okay, so really simple. A circle punch that would probably work much better and look probably better. So yeah, so this is how easy it is to make these. They're really fun. They're easy. I don't know. It's like I got addicted to them and just started making them, and they've been great. I love it. So there's the notch. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to help out, on how to make these. But I'm going to keep making them because I just think they're fun, and they're a great gift for somebody. Thank you so much for joining me and for checking out all this cute stuff. And hopefully to see you on another video. Check out my blog, East Bay Stamp Chick, if you want to check out some craftiness there. And give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more fun things. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.